I don't know what you've put in here, Estee Lauder, but it's good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day so far, and welcome to today's video where I am very excited to share my new Holy Grail concealer at 41 years of age. It's the new Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place concealer, and let me tell you, it's phenomenal for mature under eyes. If you are looking for a concealer that actually covers everything you want it to, your dark circles and all of your secrets under your eyes without aging you 25 years, and not only that, but it stays in place, as the name would suggest, all day, it doesn't budge, doesn't smudge, doesn't crease, you've come to the right place. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here we have the new Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place concealer. This will set you back £29 or $38 for 12 mils of product, and it is available in a whopping 30 shades. I chose the shade 2W, and one slight little warning here, I think the images online of the shade, the swatches on the arm and of the product there look darker than the reality. So I went for 2W because it looked lighter. I was a bit nervous of choosing 2N that I usually would have gone with because it looked quite dark there on the arm, but 2W is really quite brightening on me. So I do think the swatches on the arm and online maybe look slightly darker than the shades truly are in reality. So bear that in mind when you're choosing your shade. So this claims to offer 24 hours of wear, 24 hours of oil control and immediate moisture. Blurs imperfections for a soft focus matte finish, hydrates on contact, and provides powerful oil control immediately and for up to 24 hours. Feather light, melts into the skin, flexible, weightless, breathable wear, medium to full coverage concealer. It is also water resistant, transfer resistant, sweat and humidity resistant. So pretty much it's just resisting everything. One further quick note. It smells of grass, okay? It's that very sort of natural but quite potent smell of like paint / grass that you may be familiar with if you have tried Estee Lauder's complexion products before. So just bear that in mind. It's not fragrancy, the smell, but it is, I want to say it's eau de grass / paint. Freshly applied. So that is all of the information on this concealer. Let's dive into the application and see how it looks under these peepers. Okay, so here is a close-up look at that packaging. I really think it's very beautiful, chic, elegant glass component. Really pretty with that gold lid. And here we have that doe foot. Quite large and flat, and you can see how much product sort of pools there. Really nice flat precise angle, and then it turns up slightly at the end. Quite unique actually. So what I've found about this doe foot being quite large and flat is it really does allow you, one, to, you know, really get down the sides of your nose quite precisely, but lay down quite a lot of product quite quickly while still having that more precise edge that you can sort of carve out places at the same time. And that little well that I just showed you there really like picks up and contains a lot of product, so you don't have to like go back and dip back in for more. It's like it just keeps coming and coming. And turning it on its side, you really can get a very precise application down the bridge of the nose, around the sides of the nose, and carve out your eyeshadow like I have done today. Now I'm going to use my Nikki LaRose BK Beauty brush today. I do typically favour a brush for concealer because it just allows you to keep a bit more of the coverage than a sponge, which is obviously going to soak up more product and you'll lose a little bit of the coverage. But do you see how quickly and easily that works into the skin so quick. It melts in really beautifully. And one thing that I find is instantly sort of noticeably different when compared to the previous Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer is it feels so much lighter. I feel like the previous concealer was, you know, a heavier, very full coverage, more matte consistency, richer, like creamier, thicker texture. This just melts seamlessly into the skin and it feels so lightweight, like you can't feel it under the eyes at all, which I really appreciate. But it doesn't sort of disappear either, you know, as you're blending it in, it sort of really keeps its coverage and it really melts so that you can't, you know, see where you've applied it. It sort of melts into the skin without fading away, if you see what I'm saying. So that, you know, really precise line that I was able to do down my nose has basically given me a nose contour without me having to know how to do that, because it is so nice and precise. And like I said, it doesn't just melt away so that you lose that effect. It's still there, but it's seamlessly melted into the skin, so you can't really detect that line at all. It just looks like a snatched nose. Love it. So this is the concealer, nice and close up, unset, and I honestly think you could wear this unset. I know a lot of my more mature followers with more mature under eyes hate powder and hate setting your under eyes with powder, because as you get older, powder under your eyes can become your worst enemy. So I feel like this looks beautiful. It will crease a little bit if you don't set with powder, but not a lot, and that can always be tapped out throughout the day. I feel like it's one that you could really get away without setting if that's your preference. I mean, you can see now unset, really it's not sinking into my lines, it's not exaggerating the texture there, it's not starting to seep and gather in my under eye area. The coverage is great. I haven't built anything up and there's barely any discoloration peeking through at all. It's absolutely got the same level, at least, of coverage as my House Labs, and I feel like the House Labs has superior coverage over any concealer I've ever tried without building. Now obviously if you build up, the danger is that you're adding product, and the more product under our eyes, the worse. You know, less is more as we get older, and the more product you add, the more likely you are to get creasing, because there's just more product there to gather, to celebrate, to have a party in our under eye lines. But this concealer, I find it just doesn't create an issue at all. You can really build it up and it just doesn't seem, it doesn't act like you've added more product. A lot of concealers, when you build, it's not worth it because you're going to sacrifice some of how flattering it is and some of the how it behaves in lines, especially throughout the day. You're going to get more creasing, it's going to cause an issue. But I found with this one I can actually build it up and it just doesn't behave any differently to one layer. It behaves exactly the same. You're just getting complete coverage then. You know, a lot of concealers, when you build up, it just doesn't pay off. It just ends up looking too heavy, feeling too heavy, creasing too much. Not this one. So here it's built up and now there's really nothing showing through whatsoever, and it's still looking really bright, really flawless, really flattering, and it still feels like nothing under my eyes. It's still super lightweight even though I've built it up. I don't know what you've put in here, Estee Lauder, but it's good. So I am now going to set it with my Givenchy Prisma Libre powder original formula, not the reformulated one. because that's just my preference. I am 41, but I can still get away with powder under my eyes, and therefore I'm going to continue until I can't. This is literally the best nose contour I've ever done, and I haven't even used bronzer yet today. It's so good, and you see how it's still, you know, the effect is still very much there, even though I've set with powder. It's dried down now and I've blended it in. It's miraculous. It does say in the description, you know, sculpting concealer, and I think that's why that doe foot is so precise and clever. So here we have the set concealer, and again, it still feels like there's nothing under my eyes. Very, very lightweight, very comfortable. Coverage looks great. I do find that adding powder, you are going, if you really look really, really close, you will see your texture more, because it's just sort of almost drying that area out. So I do feel like now I've added powder, my under eyes will look drier than they did before I added the powder. But for me, it's worth it because this makes sure that nothing creases whatsoever throughout the day. Whereas if you are a little older, or your under eye area is just has a little more texture there than I do, then you may want to skip powder. And like I said, I think you'll really get a great result without the need for powder and without sacrificing some of that sort of more smooth, fresh looking under eye. This is a soft matte finish, I would say, but it's more on the natural side of matte as opposed to being dry, heavy or flat. But this is the starting point. Let me finish my makeup and come back. Okay, so here is my finished makeup look for the day, and I feel like this concealer is just so pretty. It gives so much coverage while feeling lightweight and looking really flattering, as much as concealer and powder can be under the eyes once you're over like 20. So I am very happy with it and very excited for this concealer. I've only been using this for like the last week, and it was instant love for me. So there is a lot to like about this concealer. I feel like it's a great price point for a lot of product, a pretty generous fill size in here. I really love the packaging. I think it's really pretty, as much as like exciting as a concealer component could be. I love the doe foot. I think it's very clever. It picks up the perfect amount of concealer, amount of product to do, you know, the concealing that I like to do in the areas that I like to apply concealer, and it does it so well. It's got a big surface that you can apply quite quickly under the eyes, and then a really narrow surface to do the nose or to get around contours of the nose and the mouth, things like that. It's got great coverage. It wears beautifully. I will insert a clip here of this concealer at around the 8-hour mark, but I have been wearing this concealer for a few days, so I know that it wears really beautifully. A couple of times when I haven't set it very well, or I haven't used a lot of powder under my eyes, I've got the slightest amount of creasing throughout the day, but really nothing bad whatsoever. It doesn't fade, it doesn't budge, and I wore this concealer, I think for the first time when I went to see Bridget Jones recently, and when I tell you I sobbed during that film, like not just a tear, I sobbed buckets during that film, and I went into the ladies afterwards thinking, who knows what I look like right now, but it can't be good. And I was amazed, like the concealer had held up so well. You know, it hadn't disappeared, it hadn't smudged, I didn't have rivers running through it as I suspected that I might. It looked amazing, like flawless, given how much water had befallen it. So I know this wears really, really well, and really the only signs of wear that you will really see around the 8-hour mark is it may, depending on what your under eye area is like, have slightly crease throughout the day, but probably less than 99% of concealers out there, to be honest. So far I am loving it. It's definitely on its way to toppling my Haus Labs concealer that has been my holy grail for a very long time now. I think this is going to end up overtaking it. I already feel like I might prefer it after just a few uses. So as I get to know it better, I'm sure it's going to end up in top spot, because it's just so beautiful, such great coverage, wears so well, and you get a really great amount in here. So I feel like overall it's kind of a better altogether package than the House Labs by a nose. So there you have it. We have a new Holy Grail. I think this is the second Holy Grail of 2025, like the new Holy Grails found in 2025 so far. So I feel like this is going to be a very good year for me and for makeup in general. But there you have it. That is all of my thoughts on this new Estee Lauder concealer. Please let us know if you have tried it, how you got along with it, what your experience was in the comment section down below. I'd love to know how everyone else is finding it. If you love it as much as me or you had a different experience altogether, it's all helpful in the comment section down below. But I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and I would love to see you in the next one. Otherwise, take care for now. Bye 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 bye.